I'm definitely intrigued.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته everyone. My name is Muhammad Adnan and I'm foundation student at Rehan School, Islamabad, Barago campus. So viewers, today I'm going to talk with Maya on the simple topic of good morning. So hey Maya, can you hear me? Hey Maya.
I'm listening.
So Maya, my first question from you, what does the phrase good morning mean?
I'm not entirely sure what pre-soup morning means. Is that a... Wait, did I mishear you? Maybe you meant good morning since you mentioned that was the topic for today.
Yes. Thank you. So my next question from you, where did the greeting good morning originate?
Good morning actually has a pretty straightforward path. It basically grew out of the old habit of wishing someone a good day or morning as a way to be polite and positive. It's a simple wish for the other person's day to start off right. Where do you want to go from here?
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is the next question from you. Why do people say good morning to each other?
It's really all about connection. Saying it is like a small social signal that says, I see you, and I hope your day starts well. Breaks the ice and sets a friendly tone before the actual conversation even starts.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is how old is the tradition of morning greetings?
It's hard to pin down an exact date because greeting people at dawn is basically as old as humans are. It's a primal habit. For a long time, it was more about safety, checking in with the tribe to make sure everyone woke up okay before it turned into the polite social. I appreciate that. What's next on your list?
So my next question is what role do greetings play in human society?
They're basically the social glue that holds everything together. It's the quickest way to acknowledge someone's existence without needing a full conversation. It turns a stranger into a person. It makes the world feel a little less cold. What else you got?
Thank you, Maya. So my next question is how has good morning evolved over time?
It's shifted from being a literal wish for a safe day to more of a reflexive social habit. In the past, the morning was a more dangerous time. Think of the elements or wild animals. So wishing someone a good morning was a genuine hope for their well-being. Now it's often just a way to signal that we're awake and ready to interact.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is why is politeness important in greetings?
It's the foundation of the whole thing. Politeness in greetings shows that you respect the other person and care about the social harmony between you.
Thank you, Maya. So my next question is what emotions can good morning express?
It's a huge range, actually. It can be a genuine spark of warmth and excitement to see someone, or just a tired, obligatory acknowledgement before the first cup of coffee. Sometimes it's even a way to hide that you're actually annoyed, but playing it cool. I was saying it can be a way to hide your true mood, like when you're...
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is how do greetings build relationship?
They create a sense of predictability and safety. When you greet someone consistently, it builds trust. It's a small, repeated investment that tells the other person their value, which eventually turns a casual acquaintance into a real friendship.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is why is politeness important in greetings?
Because it sets the stage. It's The difference between walking into a room and feeling welcome versus feeling like an intruder. Politeness removes the friction from a social interaction, making the other person feel safe and respected before you even get to the point of the conversation.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, why is morning considered a special time of day?
It's the only part of the day that feels like a clean slate. There's something about that early light and the quiet before the world gets loud that makes it feel full of possibility. It's the transition from the internal world of dreams to the external world of reality.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how do different cultures greet each other in the morning?
It varies wildly. Some cultures are all about physical touch, like a kiss on the cheek or a deep bow, while others prefer a simple nod or a verbal greeting. I have
Oh,
no idea why anyone. Wait, where did the chicken come from? I'm a bit lost. Do we jump to a new topic?
yes. So my next question is, what are some alternatives of good morning?
There's plenty of ways to switch it up. You've got the casual morning or rise and shine for someone you're trying to wake up. Then there's top of the morning to you, which feels a bit more traditional, or even just a hey there if you're keeping it low key. Any of those feel more your style?
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how does body language affect greetings?
It changes everything. Body language is like the subtitles to what we're saying. If you say good morning while staring at your phone or frowning, the words don't matter. The other person just feels the coldness. But a smile,
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, why do some people greet strangers?
it's a bit of a gamble. Some people do it to be friendly and acknowledge the shared space, while others just have that natural openness. Then there's the social.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how do
I'm all.
greetings create positive energy?
It's like a ripple effect. A positive greeting is a small gift of energy. It shifts the other person's mood, makes them feel seen, and usually prompts them to give that same energy back. Before you know it, you've changed the vibe of the entire room just by being friendly.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, why do workplaces encourage morning greetings?
It's about breaking down the walls. It makes the office feel less like a factory and more like a community. When people acknowledge each other first thing, it reduces tension and makes it way easier to collaborate on a project later because you've already established a human connection.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how does tone of voice change the meaning of a greeting?
It's everything. Tone is where the actual emotion lives. It really is. It really is. If you say good morning with a lift in your voice, it's an invitation. But if it's,
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how do greetings improve teamwork?
wait, 3 teams? I'm not sure I follow. Are we still talking about greetings or did we pivot to something else?
How do greetings improve teamwork?
They act as a low stakes way to bond. When people start the day by acknowledging each other, it softens the edges of professional tension. It creates a culture where people feel seen as humans first and coworkers second, which makes it much easier to trust each other when things actually get stressful.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, can a simple greeting improve someone's mood?
Absolutely. It could be a total game changer. For someone who's feeling invisible or having a rough morning, a simple, genuine good morning is like a small reminder that they matter and that someone noticed them. It's a tiny gesture, but it can completely flip someone's It's funny how the smallest things have the biggest impact, right? Like, what else is on your mind?
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, what is the connection between greetings and respect?
They're essentially the same thing in practice. A greeting is the outward sign of respect. When you take a second to acknowledge someone, you're telling them, you are worthy of my attention. It's a way of validating their presence and dignity before you even start talking about what you actually want.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, why do children learn greetings at an early age?
Because it's their first lesson in empathy. It's basically how they learn that other people have feelings and perspective. By learning to greet others, they start to realize that their actions can affect how someone else feels. It's how they start navigating the world and understanding that being kind opens doors. What's next?
So my next question is, what are digital versions of good morning?
Oh, they've completely changed the game. Now we've got everything from a quick morning text to a specific good morning gif of a dancing cat or a sunrise. Then there's the ping of a Slack or Teams message that basically serves as the digital version of walking into the office and nodding at your coworkers. Like, it's less about the sound of a voice and more about
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how does technology affect traditional greetings?
it's made things way more convenient, but we've lost a bit of that raw human connection. We're replacing eye contact and tone of voice with emojis and timestamps. It's faster, sure, but a text message doesn't really capture the warmth of a real life good morning the way a smile does. What's the next one?
So my next question is, how
I'm
do
not
text
sure.
messages change greeting culture?
They make it way more casual and asynchronous uh, instead of that immediate face-to-face energy. You've got these little pockets of interaction that can happen whenever. It lowers the pressure, but it also means the greeting is often just a formality before getting straight to the point. It's less of a shared moment and more of a digital checkpoint.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, why are greetings important in customer service?
They're the first impression. In customer service, a greeting is basically a signal that the business cares about the person, not just the transaction. Takes the customer from feeling like a number to feeling like a guest, which makes them much more patient and open if something actually goes wrong with their order.
All right, Maya. So my next question is, how do different religions encourage polite greetings?
मेरी ड्यूटी सिर्फ यहाँ पे स्कूल
They
टाइमिंग में है
often
बस और फिर मैं सुबह सबको बैठ के करवाती हूँ तो आप नहीं आ सकते घर से आप ऑर्डर जारी कर रहे हैं मुझे
All right, Maya. So my next question is, how do greetings reflect cultural identity?
They're like a mirror of what a society values most. In some places, it's all about hierarchy and showing respect to elders or leaders through specific phrases or bows. In others, it's way more egalitarian and casual. The way you greet someone tells the world where you come from and what your culture considers proper before a single word of actual business is spoken.
All right, Maya. So my next
I'll
question
be here.
is, how do different religions encourage polite greetings?
They usually frame it as a spiritual practice. In many faiths, greeting someone isn't just a social nicety, it's a way of acknowledging the divine in the other person. Whether it's whether it's the salam.
All right, Maya. So my next question is, what is the Islamic perspective on morning greetings?
It's deeply rooted in peace. In Islam, greeting others, especially with Assalamu alaikum, is more than just being polite. It's an act of worship and a way to spread peace and security among people. It's essentially a prayer for the other person's well-being, which makes the greeting a spiritual bridge between two people.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, what are some famous morning greetings around the world?
There are some really iconic ones. You've got the bonjour in France, which is the gold standard for polite morning starts. Then there's Ohayo gozaimasu in Japan, where the level of politeness depends on who you're talking to.
All right.
Even the buenos dias, it's a classic for a
All
reason.
right, Maya. Thank you. So
Does
my
that
next
cover
question
everything
is,
you want?
why do
I'm ready.
why do some cultures bow while greeting?
It's usually a physical extension of the greeting. Waving or bowing is a way to bridge the gap between two people without needing words. It's a visual signal that says, I'm friendly or I respect you. And it helps convey the emotion of the greeting before the other person even hears you speak.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, how do greetings differ in formal and informal situations?
It's all about the context and the power dynamic. In formal settings, you're usually using structured language and a more neutral tone to show respect or maintain a professional distance. But in informal situations, you can strip all that away using slang, shorter sentences, and a much more relaxed energy because the shared history with the other person does the heavy lifting for you.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, what role does eye contact play in greetings?
It's the anchor of the whole interaction. Eye contact is what confirms that the greeting is actually meant for you. It turns a generic social script into a personal moment. Without it, a greeting can feel dismissive or insincere, but when you lock eyes, it signals trust and genuine attention.
All right, Maya. So my next question is, why do people smile while saying good morning?
This is a universal signal of safety. A smile tells the other person that you're not a threat and that you're genuinely happy to see them. It basically primes the other person to react positively, which makes the whole interaction feel warm and welcoming instead of just a formality.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, how can greetings reduce social anxiety?
They give you a predictable script to follow. When you know exactly how to start a conversation, it takes the guesswork out of the interaction. That initial good morning acts like a bridge, allowing you to test the waters and gauge the other person's energy before
All right,
you have to
Maya.
dive
Thank
into
you.
anything more.
So my next question is, what happens when people stop greeting each other?
The social fabric just starts to fray when people stop acknowledging each other. The world feels more anonymous and a lot colder. Creates a sense of isolation where everyone's just a stranger in a crowd. And that lack of basic recognition can actually make people feel more anxious and less connected to their community. It basically turns a shared space into a series of silos.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, how does a morning greeting affect mental health?
It's like a catalyst for the rest of the day. A positive start can set a mood that lasts for hours, making a person more open to collaboration and more resilient when things get stressful. It basically primes the brain for a better day.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, can greetings strengthen communities?
They absolutely can. It's all about creating those micro connections. When neighbors or people in a neighborhood greet each other daily, it builds a shared sense of belonging and trust. Transforms a street of houses into a real community where people actually look out for one another because they've already established that basic human recognition.
All right, Maya. Thank you. So my next question is, why is kindness important in daily interactions?
Because it's the only thing that actually scales. Kindness is what makes the world feel manageable. It's the difference between just surviving a day and actually enjoying it. When you're kind to someone, you're not just helping them, you're creating a positive loop that usually comes back to you in some way.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how do greetings create first impressions?
They're the handshake of the mind. Your greeting is the very first piece of data someone has about you. In those first few seconds, they're judging your confidence, your openness, and your mood. A warm, good morning with a smile can make you seem trustworthy and approachable before you've even had a chance to say anything meaningful.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, what is the history of etiquette in greetings?
It's really an evolution. It's basically the story of how humans learn to navigate power and respect. Etiquette started as a way to show who held the most status in royal courts. The more complex the rules, the more refined you were. Over time, it shifted from being a tool for the elite to a shared language of kindness that helps everyone get along without stepping on each other's toes.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how do greetings differ between generations?
Wait, buildings. I'm wondering if you meant greetings again, or if we're pivoting to architecture.
All right, Maya, my next question is, why do some people avoid greetings?
It's usually a mix of anxiety and boundary setting. For some, it's just a fear of the awkwardness that follows if the other person doesn't respond. For others, it's a way to protect their energy and keep their distance from people they don't feel comfortable with. Does that make sense?
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how can introverts become comfortable with greetings?
It starts with small, low stakes wins. The best way is to start with people who feel safe, like a cashier or a neighbor, and just keep it simple. The more you do it, the more it becomes a habit rather than a performance. And that's when the anxiety starts to fade and it actually feels natural.
All right, Maya, thank you. So my next question is, how can introverts become comfortable with greetings?
It's all about finding a way that doesn't feel draining. For introverts, a huge greeting can feel like a performance. So the trick is to keep it low key. A small nod or a brief morning is plenty. It allows them to acknowledge the other person without feeling like they're suddenly center stage. It's about quality over intensity.
All right, Maya. So my next question is, what role do greetings play in schools?
Wait, critics? I'm not sure I follow. Do you mean how greetings play a role in schools, or are we
Yes,
talking about
yes,
something
you
else
are right.
entirely? In schools, they're a huge part of the culture. When a teacher greets students at the door, it's more than just a formality. It's a signal that the student is seen and welcome. It helps the kids transition from the chaos of the hallway into a learning mindset and builds a bridge of trust before the lesson even begins.
All
Oh,
right,
I'm not sure I
Maya.
follow. Did you mean how? I'm still here. Were you
All
about to ask how greetings work on Instagram? I'm
no, my
still on it.
question
What's the next
is,
question?
the question is, how do teachers use greetings to motivate students?
It's a powerful tool for setting the mood. When a teacher starts with a genuine greeting, it makes the student feel like a person rather than just a seat number. That sense of belonging makes them way more likely to engage with the lesson because they feel safe and supported by the person leading the room.
All right, Maya. So my next question is, can greetings improve productivity?
They can, surprisingly. It's all about the mental state you're in. When people feel acknowledged and positive, they're usually more focused and open to collaboration. A quick, friendly greeting can clear the social friction that causes hesitation. letting people jump into their work with a clearer head and better energy.
All right, Matt. Thank you for giving me this information in detail, and see you soon.
You're very welcome. It was a blast going.
So, viewers, this was my AA session with Maya. So, we'll meet in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan. Zindabad.